Hello everyone, and welcome to Snowfell Cinema, where we only show the most premium of tarot card readings. I like to start off with a routine security check. Security check. Security check. A little bit of a security check, if you don't mind. I'm just gonna brush you off, and then brush you off with these flowers, and then polish you up with this crystal, okay? So just stand still for me. I'm gonna start with around your face, okay? I'm gonna do your ears, this ear, and then this ear, and your third eye. I'm just gonna polish you up, just around your face there. And your ears, and then your third eye. Okay, if you don't mind lifting your chin up for me a little bit, I'm gonna brush under your neck, your collarbone, and your shoulders. Okay, I'll polish that up under your neck, collarbone, shoulders. Very good. Now if you don't mind making a little spin for me, I'm going to do the back of your head. Perfect. Brush off the back of your head, the back of your ears, the back of your neck, and down your spine. Alright, if you don't mind sitting up for me, nice good posture for me, okay? I'm going to polish up the back of your head, the back of your neck, shoulders, and down your spine. Okay. Do a spin back around for me. Perfect. Just gonna brush off your heart and your stomach. Again, a nice posture for me and activate those abs. Perfect. Wonderful. Beautiful. Right? Polish up the heart. Polish up the stomach. Lovely. Looking gorgeous. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Wonderful. Alright. Now I have some refreshments for us to share. Your standard bucket of popcorn. Doesn't that look delicious? Can't wait to dig in. Alright, I'm gonna leave that for both of us to share. Don't be greedy now. Just kidding. You can have as much as you like. Have a little bit of pearl candies. Don't we just love how that sounds? Sounds almost as good as it tastes. Oh, so leave that for both of us. Just put that right there. Ooh. A little behind the scenes messes, but nothing that we can't rectify quickly. All right, here's your soft drink. Nice little bubbly rose soda. That's for you. And I have mine right here. Delicious. Can't wait to sip on that. Alright, I'm gonna get our little movie script ready, do a review for you so you can see what I see, or you can at least hear what I see. Do a little bit of a card trick for you. Like that? I bet you do. That's what you came here to see, right? Just kidding. I know you came here to see a movie. The previews we got here today is a little bit of a I don't know, maybe we don't have any previews today. That's okay. We can just hang out until the movie starts. Yeah. And I think I'm gonna put this one right here. All right, thank you for your patience. Well, actually, give me 1 second. I'm gonna check through these cards real quick, make sure I didn't miss anything crucial. Nope. Looks like I did it again perfectly. Our genre today is going to be represented by the Four of Swords. So this is going to be a slow burn movie. It's going to be a chill movie, maybe a dreamy movie, definitely a relaxing movie. So this could be like, it's kind of giving me like a Blue Planet or maybe even like some type of lullaby. This is a movie that you might have to keep your eyes open to finish. Gonna put that right there. And our main character today is going to be represented by the Elder of Cups. So this is someone who, our main character here, is someone who is organized with their interactions. So this is someone who knows how to deal with people. This could be a little bit like, almost like a salesman, if you will. Don't know how that is. Well, we'll see. It doesn't sound too relaxing to me quite yet, but we'll get there, I'm sure. Underneath that, underneath our main character, we have the Eight of Wands. So this is someone who's going to be a little bit active for a sleepy little movie here. Very interesting. This is kind of giving me, it's giving me a little bit of like a Studio Ghibli, if you will. This is kind of like an adventure, but it's a soft adventure. If you know, if that makes any sense to you. Above our main character, our little salesman person here, we have the Ace of Swords. So this is someone who's also very clever. So they're quick-witted. they're quick-witted and quick-footed. Yeah, and they know how to talk to people, or at least they know what people want. He knows what to give. He knows how. What am I trying to say here? He knows what the people want. Okay, he's gonna give the people what they want. This is giving me a little bit of the Wizard of Oz. Like our character, we could be following the Wizard of Oz. Have you seen the movie with Mila Kunis as the Wicked Witch? It's giving a little bit like that movie. Did I fall asleep to that movie? No. Could I have gone to sleep to that movie? Also no. So I don't know. Surrounding this, their cleverness, or maybe they're striving for cleverness, this is very interesting. It is going to be the Seven of Cups and the Elder of Swords. So this might be someone who's trying to prove that they are smart. Yes, that's what it's giving. They're trying to prove that they are clever, intelligent, capable. I don't know if that's exactly the word I meant to say, but this is also someone who is like, this is someone who doesn't know This is someone who doesn't know what their own dreams are, so they're trying to live in others. This is someone who, this is giving, if we are following the Wizard of Oz character, this is someone who is like, finally, I get to be president of something, even though in their real world they wouldn't be president of anything. Yeah, this is someone who, oh, I think this is someone who plays with confusion, confusing other people. They're a little bit, they cause problems and then solves them, but acts like they didn't cause the problem a bit. On either side of our main character here, in their personhood, not their aspirations, we have the 10 of Wands and the Adult of Swords. So this is someone who is kind of chatty. This is someone who kind of this is someone who works really hard to communicate with people. This is someone who maybe over explains themselves. This is someone who is very protective of, I wanted to say they're very protective of their reputation, but it's not true. Let's see. This is someone who works really hard to communicate themselves. So yeah, I would say, yeah, this is someone who likes to maintain, it's kind of giving me control the narrative. This is definitely giving me control the narrative. And that is a symptom of a personality disorder that I think we all have come to interact with. On one side of our character here, we have the Death above, the Four of Cups. So this is someone who's maybe like running from something, change. This is someone who, yeah, this is someone who's not accepting change or defeat. Yeah, which is giving me a little bit of someone who can't hold accountability. So again, another trait to describe that same disorder we were talking about. Very interesting how that is all kind of coming together like that. And then on the other side, we have the Seven of Wands above the Child of Cups. So, oh, you know what? This is kind of giving me a little bit of like trauma. This is giving me, yeah, this is giving me someone who's acting out of trauma, who hasn't learned to soothe their inner child, hasn't overcome those past, you know, they still have those past obstacles set up, and this is kind of like why they act this way. So I guess our Four of Swords for our genre here is going to be a little bit representative of a fairy tale, if you will. It is giving very much that we're following the Wizard of Oz, honestly, or some character quite like that. I have a feeling that this is going to be a short video today. I'm going to pull some confirmation cards to see what morals we can get out of this. I mean, this is a very interesting perspective to be put into. The moral, I would say, so far would be I guess to look at the symptoms of trying to I guess it's just kind of like if I'm watching that movie and I'm trying to relate to the main character and I'm like, how do I avoid doing the mistakes that I am seeing on the screen? I guess the moral of the story is really to kind of look deeply at your inner child and to do your shadow work. Otherwise, it can affect other people all, like, you can affect everyone all around you. And I think I just saw a video, and I didn't watch the video, but the title said, it's not your fault, it's your responsibility. And it's giving a little bit of that. It's giving a little bit of. I was also listening to a audiobook. It wasn't mine. I just happened to be there while the audiobook was playing. But I heard it, and they were talking about how like some people really do blame their selves, which is kind of interesting to think about because why are we mad at ourselves? But they blame themselves, their behaviors on their upbringing or their parents or the things that other people have done to them. And it's really important to understand that once you're out of that situation, if you get yourself out of that situation, I guess it's not always so easy for everybody. But when you do, I'm hoping that you do get out of that situation, if you keep on holding yourself, you can. How about this? Even if you get yourself out of traumatic situation, sometimes your brain can still hold you to those same standards, like a type of mental prison. And so it's no longer someone else abusing you, but it's you who's abusing you. And I think that's something to think about. I think this also has to do with like, I think that taking advantage of other people can also be like a trauma response. Because you didn't grow up with any control, now that you're an adult, you feel like you need to make up for it, I suppose. A little bit of like an entitlement. I think we're just going to pull those four, but at the bottom of the deck we have the Six of Swords. So this is a little bit like, it's a little bit like what I'm talking about here. It's tempting to avoid your trauma. It's tempting to avoid the shadow of your soul, but it will chase you. It will chase you down. It'll chase you down like the Red Bull chased the unicorn. It will chase you down, and there's no escape from it. There's no escape from it. No matter how fast you run, no matter how far you go, your shadow will always keep up with you. There'll be times when you forget it. There'll be times when you think everything's fine, and before you know it, it'll be right there, smacking your face. And then what do? I tell you what I would advise you not to do, and that's panic. Never panic. Okay? It's your shadow. You need to, if you're going to be controlling anybody or dominating anything, it's your own shadow. Take control of your own shadow. How are you going to control other people if you can't take control of your own shadow? Riddle me that. Anywho. I don't know why, but I'm going to start with the Empress here. And I think this is like trying to be like seen, recognized, appreciated. And I think that some people can be really, really desperate to be seen, recognized, and appreciated, that they will step on other people to do it. It's very much like how people talk about making their way to the top. You have to step on a few, heads? I think they say, which is kind of crazy because that's a big leap. But you gotta step on, a few toes. Never mind, that's a little bit more realistic. You have to step on a few toes to get to the top kind of energy. Now this, you know, all those toes you stepped on, they're gonna make their way back to you, you know? And do you have enough foot? Do you have enough toes to take it? I mean, I wouldn't step on more than 10 toes, because those people are gonna come back and take one of, they're gonna take a toe for every toe you stepped on, right? That's, you know, everything you give comes back. Everything is exchange, equivalent exchange. All my Full Metal Alchemists out there, you know what I'm talking about. Nothing comes from nothing. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. It's a little bit of like, you don't always have to do everything on your own. But I do understand that there are some personality traits, personality disorders, traumatic experience, coping mechanisms, or whatever you would like to call them. There are some that just do not allow for cooperation. This you have to kind of understand your level of agreeableness and what you're gonna do about that. I don't know, maybe that's just the world I live in, but I don't think that you're going to have an agreeable life if you're not agreeable. You know, again, it's that equivalent exchange. We also have the Hangman, and I think this is about like, not only is this about like changing your perspectives and understanding what happened to you, but also understanding that you're not tied down. You know, don't let yourself be tied down by your trauma. You know, it's time for you to get up. Girl, get up. Like with Doichi, and SZA. I love Doechii. Can't say her name to save my life, but I do love her. Love her music. Love it. And SZA, of course. Who doesn't like SZA? Everyone likes SZA. If you don't like SZA, are you sure? I don't think you're sure. I think you should. I think you should check again. It's just my opinion. But you don't have to listen to me. I mean, look at me. I know I'm pretty, but, you know, not everyone needs to take advice from someone like me. And also we have the Ace of Swords returning. You know what? If you're really trying to be clever, how do I want to say that? The striving to be clever is just you striving to be confident, and you striving to be confident is just you striving to accept yourself, which is just you trying to love yourself. Okay? We're gonna break it down, all right? I love a deep thought, but what I love most about deep thoughts are breaking them down into simple, easily digestible concepts. And if you're looking to outsmart other people, it's because you're low. You're trying to get above other people, it's because you're low. Okay, so stand up. Girl, get up. Girl, get up. Stop putting people down and get up. You wouldn't have to put people down if you were up. So get up. All right? Just get up. Anywho, I think that might be everything I have for you today. I think the morals were quite clear. I was expecting something different from our tarot card reading today. But you get what you get. And you keep it moving. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't enjoy the video, that's your choice. And I totally respect it. I hope that you have a wonderful morning, day, afternoon, evening, or night. If you do not wish to have a wonderful morning, day, afternoon, evening, or night, that is your choice. And I completely respect it. Okay? Until next time, guys. Bye.